everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this talk, we are going to discuss about the biological studies of biomaterials, that is cell culture studies, with the different cell lines such as MG63 sarcoma cell line, MC3TE1 normal cell line, osteosarcoma is a cancer cell line, antimicrobial studies to inhibit the growth of gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria with the incorporation of biomaterials, drug release studies by using gentamicin, DOX, ciprofloxacin as a drug with the biomaterials. First, drug loaded and drug release studies. Suppose we take a beaker with the 1 gram of biomaterial plus 50 ml of drug solution and kept it this whole thing in this in solution for 24 hours. Then we do a UV analysis and plot a UV calibration curve, which is helpful to calculate the loading efficiency of a drug in a sample, which is a formula given by Ci minus Cf divided by Ci into 100. Ci is the initial concentration of drug, Cf is the final concentration of drug divided by initial concentration of drug into 100. Further, we also from this calibration curve from the UV analysis, we also calculate the drug release. Application of drug delivery. We can see that a rat dwelt with a tumor and this biomaterial plus drug solution by taking a DOX, that is doxorubicin, it is an anti-cancer drug which control this tumor, and we can see that the treatment of tumor with this solution take place. Another thing is we are going to discuss about the cell culture studies. Here we can see without biomaterial MG63 cell line, there is a cell. After treatment with biomaterial, there is no effect on the viability of cell. This means that the biomaterial is non-toxic to the cells. So this pictorial representation of bar graph indicating with the increase of dopant in the biomaterial, I have taken the manganese doped bioceramics with the 2 mole percent of manganese, 4 mole percent manganese and 6 and 8. This indicates with the increase in the manganese concentration, cell viability increases. We can also take for strontium, manganese, magnesium. There are many elements, zinc. So I have taken for manganese with a 2, 4 varying concentration for 2, 4, 6 and 8. Another study is the antimicrobial activity. We can see that this white color circle, this marked by the red color circle, indicated the inhibition zones against our biomaterial sample, developed the inhibition zone against the bacteria MRSA. This is a graph showing the inhibition zones for different bacteria, that is Ascaris, K. pneumonia, C. albicans, E. coli, MRSA. SAORS is a gram-positive bacteria which cause bone, joint, soft tissue and endovascular infections. Whereas gram-negative bacteria such as pneumonia, E. coli curb the healing effect of antibiotics due to their narrow porine channels in the outer membrane which restrict entry of the antibiotic drugs into cells, which led to the several diseases. This is a picture showing that how the pore size reduce with this bacteria and which restrict the entry of antibiotic. C. albicans is the most widespread fungal pathogen which cause yeast infection because it is difficult to combat as they take long time to get cured. MRS is a more prevalent global health issue which has been commonly found in hospitals, prisons, open wounds, and it mainly reside on the nose and skin of the humans. So our samples inhibited the growth of all these bacteria that is harmful for the body without any antibiotics. Our sample is highly antibacterial that inhibit the all these growth of bacteria. So this is the today talk, and from this end of our talk, and for further updates, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.